All right, we are on our way to see Suspiria 2018.
Yeah, the remake.
Yeah.
In Amazon Studios.
Oh, it's an Amazon movie. All right. Yeah. And then last week at a Halloween party,
yeah,
we watched the
original
Suspiria
from the 70s.
70 something.
The Dario Argento film. It's Italian horror. Yeah.
Oh, Italian horror. Okay.
Yeah.
Now things make a little more sense.
That's why when they were all overdubbed. Well, mostly. Like most of them are Italian actresses. I think Jessica Harper is English.
Now it makes a lot more sense.
English speaking. American,
got it.
But the rest were all Italian actresses. They were dubbed. Like Udo Kier.
Yeah.
Like that's not his voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what did we think about the original Suspiria?
I really liked it. I saw a review from another YouTuber a while back, and I was like, man, that looks like a really good movie, and he hyped it up a lot.
Do you want to give a shout out? I don't know who knows.
The Cinema Snob.
Oh, Cinema Snob. Okay.
Cinema Snob, yeah. But yeah, like the lighting is great, the music is great, like by Goblin, which they do a lot of Dario Argento's films. I've been watching like all of last month. I was just like watching like Dario Argento films. Oh,
so you were like pretty in on his style at this point.
Because like Amazon Prime carries a lot of them.
Oh.
So I'm thinking maybe because they picked up Suspiria to
there's some kind of like a deal that they worked out. Yeah.
But they don't actually have the original Suspiria on Prime.
Oh.
And they won't. I don't think they will have the remake until like next year. They said 2019. So.
Because it's in theaters right now. So they don't want to compete with themselves.
Like, it's a really limited run. It was kind of hard to find. I was like, to find a screening. Like the screening we find is like all the way out in LA.
Yeah, like we wanted to see it like Wednesday, but the time didn't work. Yeah. And then there was only like 2 theaters that had it for one showing on Thursday and Friday. And
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, along with the original, like. Yeah, I think it's like, it was pretty like, set a good mood, and like great mood.
It was very well, it had a very good tone to it. Yeah. They really used lighting as well as like music to set the mood. You know, you really did feel like she's in suspense, she's scared, then all of a sudden she's like, she feels strong about what she's doing, like we go through the whole range with her, and like I felt you really felt it.
I think also all the like horror scenes, they were like really like intense and brutal. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
That first scene with she just gets stabbed over and over, choked, and her face pushed up against the glass.
I mean, there was fear in those eyes.
It has a close up of the heart getting like stabbed and the blood coming in.
And then
the bystander who gets impaled by all the glass when she's thrown out.
Right. I was a little. I mean, we all kind of were laughing at that.
Yeah.
Because like it happens off screen, and I'm like, why didn't you just like take a step backward?
Right. Right. No, but I mean, the makeup, like when you covered her, like it's
very gory when she's like laying there. Yeah.
The glass shard and like the clock hand like stabbed in her.
Yep. And then this with the dog and like everything. The
dog was pretty like intense.
You did not. I didn't see that coming.
That was super intense. Like they just build up on it like for I don't know, like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
That, oh shit, there's something haunting this guy.
Well, I mean, they set it up before that too, when they say that the dog had bitten somebody.
Yeah. And
then he goes, my dog would never bite somebody. And it was like a whole thing.
Oh, that was an intense argument between him and that lady.
Oh my god, and she threw his walking stick down, and this freaking blind guy, he's like walking, and then he hits it with his foot. It's the whole thing. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. What did kind of look fake is that the puppet, whenever it was the hand on his neck, was like some like puppet like. But the dog, they did do close-ups of the dogs eating.
Oh yeah, when they cut back and the dog was just like tearing at the flesh or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like,
must have been like some sort of like cow meat covered in blood or something.
Yeah, or something like they just literally just like stuffed a carcass into the mannequin.
Yeah, or something. But it was pretty good. It's tense. And then that final scene, just like.
Well, I mean, don't skip over the girl that fell into the room of barbed wire.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm like, how did you end up? Like, why would you jump into that? You must have seen it.
Well, because
coming in.
Well, I mean, when you think about it,
just appeared as soon as you jumped in.
That is possible too, isn't it? Because of the use of whatever, and we don't want to go into spoilers and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I could see it as like when you're climbing through a thing and you look across and there's like, you know, a lit area, like you're focused on that and you go, oh sweet, freedom. And then to drop down and then literally, like, first of all, who has a room of just barbed wire?
Right.
Like that. I mean, it's not even
the witches.
It's not even spooled wire.
Right.
It's literally just, I mean, how did they even put that in the room? Like, who carried that? Who carried that into the room? I guess if you have the ability to make things go from one place to another, then maybe you'd be like, who needs this to be organized?
You know what I would have gotten out of that place? Remember when the maggots were like infested?
Oh yeah.
They were real maggots. That's one thing. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with maggots.
Yeah.
And then they put him in that room to sleep, like.
Oh God.
And it turned off the lights, and it's just red lighting. I'm like, what the hell, bro?
How did someone not die during that scene when the room was lit with red? I mean, that's kind of, I guess that was like a classic like misdirection almost, right? Like we were all sitting there like, oh, someone's going to die, and then nobody did.
You know who I did think was going to die? Remember that catty woman, Olga, who she shares the room with?
Yeah.
They kind of set her up as like this kind of rude girl that I thought either she was going to be part of the coven, or I thought
someone that gets like retribution, like she gets her back for being a bitch or something.
Yeah, and then she just cut out of the film.
She disappears.
And you only ever see what the hell happens to her. Like,
no.
I was like, what the heck? Like,
is it possible she was like one of the women in that room when they were doing like that little ceremony?
She wasn't in there.
Because I don't remember.
No, she wasn't in there. I just think, she was probably somebody that they intended to have more with, but then probably cut her because of whatever reason.
Gotcha. Interesting. So what are your predictions for the remake?
I saw the trailer.
Because I caveat, I have not seen the trailer. I haven't seen anything. But Alan here.
Apparently Jessica Harper's in the film in some role.
Oh.
So from the original.
Maybe the head mistress.
No, I don't think so. I think maybe, what's her name? Tilda Swinton is in it, and I think she's part of the school.
Oh,
she's probably going to be a witch.
Oh, that's a good casting.
It looks more intense. There's like more girls that they focus on than rather just a main girl. I mean, I guess this. So now it's
like a group of girls that are like together trying to like survive. You could say.
Yeah. And then they have like they're like practicing some creepy ballet with like these rabbit masks or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe there'll be more of like them actually like there for ballet.
Do you think, I don't know if you looked into it, but was the original director, like, was he part of the process at all? Did he have any influence?
I didn't see if Dario Argento is part of it. I know that some new guy is making the music, so it's not goth music.
Okay.
They didn't play any, like, the original, like, haunting theme is not present in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it might not even be in the film, which kind of sucks, because I think that theme was really iconic.
Yes. Yeah.
But hopefully the music is good. I think they're probably going to jump in it with more like jump scares and stuff like that.
Well, because, I mean, it wouldn't be a modern horror without jump scares.
Right. I mean, the original had like the one when the hand burst through the glass. Because I remember when we were there, everyone was like,
right. We're like, whoa. Yeah.
And that was pretty cool, but yeah. Also with the dog, I think that was super sudden.
It was sudden, but I wouldn't call it a jump scare.
Right.
But that one did work because it was so unexpected.
Right.
Yeah.
But, for sure, I think, I don't know. Hopefully it's good.
Are you going in with high expectations that you could be let down, or are you just kind of...
I'm going in with expectations that, like, this is not the original. And then what I also found funny with this one is that they could have had a chance to do like like a modern retelling, but they're doing it set in the same era. And then it just doesn't feel like the 1970s in the trailer. Like it feels like this looks like modern day.
Okay, so that might kind of lose a little bit of something. Yeah. Because if you think about it...
Because the other one, it was clearly shot in the 1970s, so it looks like 1970s, you know?
Well, and also...
And it was modern for that era, so I was like thinking, like, you should just make it modern for this era, like.
But I was going to say, like, if they had been able to set it in the 70s or even the 80s, because, you know, everyone loves the 80s right now, it kind of helps remove some issues that you have with making a modern movie, like cell phones.
Oh, that's true.
Right? I mean, remember,
part of it was that the phone line was cut, right? To try to call for help.
Because she tried to call that friend. Remember, she meets with that friend who she's asking about, like, the occult, like, what do you know about, like, you know, the coven and all this other stuff. And now we're gonna have the internet.
That was Widow Kira, yeah.
Right, and now we have internet and we have cell phones.
That's true.
And we have these things that I'm assuming they're gonna find a reason that they don't work.
They could have used that for exposition too, like her Wikipediaing Helena Marcos and like, oh, she was a witch.
That's true. They can I guess technically they can remove a character if they use the computer for that.
They will still have some guy do the exposition.
I mean, I guess
it'd be cool if it was Widow Kira again, but I don't know. I didn't see his name.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. Just bring a couple different sprinkling of actors back.
Yeah, that would be cool because Jessica Harper's back. Maybe she's the exposition lady.
Oh, yeah, that could be. Do you think it's actually a remake, or if it's like?
It's supposed to be a remake.
Oh, because I was gonna say, what if she's like a character who survived a similar event 30 years ago? No, because the trailer does
say 1970s. Like.
Oh.
The school is now called the Helena Marcos.
Oh wait. So sorry. Okay, so I misunderstood. So it is supposed to be set in the 70s. Yeah. But from the trailer, it doesn't look like it's the 70s.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, so there is no. Okay, got it.
It's just like anachronistic, just by the feel of it.
All right, so I guess we'll see when we how they do the wardrobing and other stuff like that. All right, very interesting.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the first movie, so hopefully this sequel lives up, or not sequel, the remake lives up to the hype.
Remake, very important.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll check back in after the movie with our reactions.